back again here on Your Lake Fork Guide, and you know, I got cut off by my cameras on the last one. The had a little battery issue. Battery died right at the worst time possible, and wind was blowing like crazy. So you know, I tell you, these guys that do YouTube fishing stuff full time for a living, I 100% respect to them, because unless you do it, there's no way to explain how hard it is to make everything work. And those guys that do it, you know, day in, day out, man, it's a chore. Kudos to all the guys, my buddies like Lunkers TV, John B, all those guys that do stuff like this all the time, man. They work their tails off, I promise you they do. So today we're headed back to Lake Fork. Another day of practice. It's not even really a day, it's a couple hours. I'm a little better now. I probably don't sound too terrible now, but I have been fighting allergies like unbelievably since I woke up this morning. I had every intention of being at the lake this morning at 7, 8 o'clock, and now here it is 2 o'clock, and I'm just now on my way. So we're only going to get 2.5, maybe 3 hours on the water at most today, but that's okay. I just want to check out 2 areas. I'm hoping that I'll have enough time to break down 2 areas really good in preparation for this tournament that we got going on, and then we'll get a full day on our next day out, Lord willing. So what you guys just witnessed was what is known as eliminating water. Check. Done. Mark that off. Don't have to come back. I think he's very big, but this fish is pretty strong for a little guy. He's a little bitty dude. Always hooked on the outside. The old foul hook always makes them stronger, boys. That's that new, it's one of those 6 cents Quake lipless baits, man. I'm really digging that. That's Tiger Truce is the color on that one. But anyway, first area we went to, little guy here. First area I went to, kind of had high hopes because it's really out of the way. It's really isolated, and I'm pretty sure I'd have it all to myself for sure on tournament day. But man, just couldn't make it happen in there. Didn't really find any signs of life. Didn't get any bites at all. We just pulled in here to a little small main lake pocket they kind of use as a stop sign sometimes. I'll have to catch more than that to add it to my list of places to fish tournament day. But that was pretty quick. I've only been here a few minutes, so positive sign. Alright, so here's a good little lesson when you're pre-fishing. Here's a good little lesson when you're pre-fishing. You don't always have to catch fish to believe in an area. Right there, as I ripped out of some grass with that trap, ball of shad exploded. That would be enough to keep me curious in this area, because it's a small pocket. It's got some good healthy grass on it for the wintertime. And seeing shad like that in that grass, you know, you're not going to see that and there not be bass around. If you've got good healthy grass and then you can visibly see bait presence, there's going to be some fish there. And this time of year when these big girls tend to pull up a little early like they do in East Texas and Lake Fork especially, you know, if you've got fish there, there's a chance to stick a hammer just about anywhere that's holding bass this time of year. So I already caught that one fish in here, but even if I hadn't, what I just saw right there would clue me in to be paying attention and really focus and fish this area hard. And really, even without catching a fish in here, this may be something that's a small area. I can fish it really fast and efficiently. Something that might go on the list for tournament day to hit. So, you know, it's not all about the fish you catch in practice, for sure. You don't want to win practice. There's a lot of guys that can win practice. You got to put the puzzle pieces together, make a solid game plan, commit to it, and execute to perfection on game day to win in a tournament like I'm fishing, because it's not a big tournament. There's not going to be a lot of people fishing it, but there is some outstanding fish. This is as tough of a field as you'll find in East Texas you know, outside of the elites or FLW, because there's some elites and FLW guys fishing this deal, so it's a tough deal. Well, let's try this again. Maybe camera won't die this time. Hey, got some stuff done today. Only had about 2.5 hours is all we ended up being on the water for, but accomplished some good, you know. Broke down that area, big expansive area that would have taken a long time to figure out and make sure if there was fish there or not. So got that knocked out. Found another little small area that'll be kind of a bonus area in the tournament because it's very quick and easy to fish. So all in all, good day. And this is what I like to see. That's right, your boy is the last truck in the parking lot. Look, I may or may not win this thing, but nobody will be able to say that I didn't put my effort into it. Well, that's going to do it for today, but here in just a second, I'll be bringing you day 3 of practice coming up right now. Here we are, practice day 3 / 2.5, because we just got a couple hours the other day. This is going to be the last day of practice right here. Hey, we got post-frontal conditions. It's a beautiful morning, but it's very, very cold. It's about 25 degrees again today. Just kind of seems to be the norm this year. These are not going to be the conditions of tournament day. Tournament day is going to be a lot warmer than this. But this is what we're faced with today. We're really just looking for areas. You know, 1 or 2 bites in an area on a day like this can really cue you into something that's going on. So that's all we're looking for. We're not looking for a lot. We're expanding patterns in new areas, and we're even going to check on some new patterns today where we're actually going to go look for a jig bite, which has kind of failed me of late. And I quit doing the jig bite so much on my guide trips. But we're going to go back and see if a new wave of fish has moved into those creek channels with this these more cold fronts that are coming through, maybe some back into them. We're going to check a lot of things out today. We're going to take you along for the ride, so y'all hold on. That's no giant, but that's a very solid fish right there. Very solid fish. I would take him in the tournament for sure. You know, catch 5 of him and hope to catch 1 or 2 bigger ones. You'd be in pretty good shape. Pretty fish. I'll let that one go. Alright, so we got started today. It's about middle of the day. First thing I did was come to one of my creek channel swings I like to fish the jig in. You know, when we had some warming trends a few weeks back, that jig bite had kind of failed me. But what will happen is, just like the waves of spawning fish happen, there'll be waves of fish that move into these creek channels throughout the pre-spawn period. So it's been a couple, 3 weeks since I've been fishing this stuff. Came back in here today just to kind of check and see if maybe there's some more fish in here. That was literally my second cast in that creek bend. So what I'm going to do is fish. I'm going to go fish a couple more creek bends, but right now I know for sure 100% I'm going to leave it alone. I got 1 bite in there. It's the type of area I have a lot of confidence in. So we will definitely 100% be hitting this on tournament day, because I've caught a lot of really big fish out of that creek bend right there. So that's the deal right there. By the way, all these spots that I'm pre-fishing are on the guide in the graph map chip. So if you'd like to know exactly where I catch these fish on Lake Fork, you can check that link below. Seasonal map chip, annual map chip, and you can get waypoints that I would give to you throughout the year with fishing advice, how I'm fishing, what type of area it is, and waypoints on the exact spot where I'm catching these fish. So check that link out below if you want to know where I'm catching these bass at on Lake Fork. Chatterbait, stuff like that. That's a bite right there. Hang on. I'm catching a fish while I'm talking to you. Dude, the jig bite is for real, Jack. I'm talking about, that's another 4-pounder, man. Oh, there's another good one right there. Dude, we get enough of these jig bites, we'll catch something bigger. Hang on just a second, I gotta talk to my camera. Hang on just a second. So I'm talking to my customers for the guide tournament, my partner for a day there, Mr. Rick Dollison, and get another jig bite. So this is another creek bend we just went to. That's probably the 3rd or 4th cast on this jig bite, on this creek channel right here, and another jig bite. So we are definitely going to be hitting some of these creek bends up here with the jig. And I think I'm done jig fishing for the day because I don't want to burn through any more fish than I have to. But good one right there. That's the other thing I was going to tell you. boy. That's a little fish. But look what he did to that 6-inch Quake lipless crankbait. That's the Tiger Trees color. Love it in dirty water. It's a great color. I've only had it for a week or so, but I've been catching fish on it pretty consistent. I mean, that is getting after that lipless crankbait right there, boys. They don't eat it no better than that. All right. Just a little guy. We'll let him go. Wee little fella. So here's the deal. That's a little fish, but this is a brand new area. You know, we found some jig fish. I didn't want to stay on those very long because I got quick bites in those creek channel bins. So I went and looked at a couple more creek channel bins, just kind of verified that they were set up the same, looking the same water temp. Never even made a cast on them, holding those for the tournament. Now I ran back to, we're getting towards the end of the day here, I'm starting to run out of time. But I ran back to another grass flat area that I have not been fishing, just trying to duplicate that grass, shallow water, warming trend type bite that I've been getting here lately in some other areas. That's been my bread and butter. And sure enough, I actually missed one right over there that you guys didn't see. That it was just my fault, asleep at the wheel. He loaded up on it and I didn't set the hook and he got off. But then I caught another one right here. So that's 2 bites in 5-10 minutes. So we're going to put this area on the list for the tournament because we know it's holding some fish. That's my whole goal. My whole objective is to make sure that I spend 0 time in non-productive areas on tournament day and have myself as many options where I have, you know, different areas that set up, you know, with different, you know, better for different wind directions, shallow stuff for cloudy, windy days, deep stuff for clear, calm days. I've got everything covered no matter what the weather throws at us. I've got productive areas that we can stay in that we know are holding fish. And I don't know that this area necessarily is holding big fish, but if it's anything like all the other grass flats, there's a lot of little fish in there and there's a few hammers in there. So that's what we're going to hope for, and that's how we're going to move on with this tournament. So I probably not going to fish in here anymore, and this might be the last place I fish today. So I guess maybe we'll see you at the ramp here in a minute. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, worst boat flip ever, hashtag. Man, am I lucky. That's a good fish. There you go, guys. Try to block that sun off from you. That's a solid chunker right there. We'll take that on tournament day. I got to get out of here. I said I wasn't going to fish anymore. I just couldn't stand it. It's been 8 minutes since that last bite. Good solid fish here. I got to go. We got them. That's the end of tournament practice, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Got to see a couple days. You know, we just had about a good half, maybe a slightly longer than a half day today. Just had a couple hours the other day, so equivalent of about 2 full days of practice that I was able to show you guys. And I hope this can help you when you're tournament prepping. You know, that's one thing that I really concentrate. Holy cow, is that sun bright? My goodness. Whoa. You know, something that I really try to concentrate on when I'm practicing for a tournament is I don't want to catch a lot of fish. I don't need to necessarily catch the biggest fish. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in productive water, right? Especially on Lake Lake Fork that I already have a little bit of a leg up. I have knowledge on. I know how to key in on some of these areas and get a couple bites. You know, maybe put that lipless bait down, go to a chatterbait instead, movement 80X, things like that. You know, I was using that lipless bait today to find fish back here in this last area. But, you know, I feel really good about what we've got going on. I've got this grass pattern, these fish on this grass. I've got those locked in. I've got a whole half dozen, 8 areas that I know I'm really confident we can go catch fish in. And then I've got 3 or 4 creek channel bins too that I know for sure, and a couple more that I'm pretty sure that I didn't actually fish today. I can go do a little deeper creek channel bin jig fishing as a backup pattern. So that's the game plan. We're going to start early in the morning, and we're going to fish these grass patterns and try to make sure we got a good solid limit in the boat. Then we're going to try to up our catch in those grass flats, and if all else fails, we're going to put that jig in that creek channel and try to get just a couple key bites out of that. So that's the plan going forward. The next episode you guys see will be from the tournament. We're going to film the tournament. The day of the tournament, we're going to have the cameras rolling, and let you guys see how it goes. You've seen the prep work, now you're going to get to see the final product on the next episode. Hey, couple things. If you like 6 Cents beanies, you guys see me wear 6 Cents hats a lot. Any of their apparel, obviously catching products on 6 Cents lures. That little lipless bait they got, the Quake, is phenomenal lipless crankbait. Movement 80X, you've heard me talk about all that good 6 Cents stuff. 6centslures.com is linked below. Here's the deal. You guys punch in the code YourLakeForkGuide, and you're going to get a 10% discount on all orders on 6cents.com. They do free shipping with orders over $50, just like all the tackle shops do online. So get on there. 6 Cents has great product. 100% proud to be a part of them, proud to back them and claim them as being a part of their team. So check that out. Punch that code in, get your discount. YourLakeForkGuide.com. You can go there. You can find the rods that I use every day, Limit 5 series and Limit Elite series. You can also find some of the Smash Tech custom baits that I use, and the apparel as well, the hoodies and the shirts, the stuff that I wear every day. So if you guys are interested in any of that, be sure and check that link out below on the Shop My Gear tab at YourLakeForkGuide.com. Hey, I think I've just about paid all the bills I can pay. I've plugged all the stuff I can plug. I hope that doesn't bother y'all at all when I do that. It's just part of the business. But had a great time today showing you guys prep for tournament. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time right here on Your Lake Fork Guide. Really concentrate. Holy cow, that sun bright. My goodness. Oh, worst boat flip ever, hashtag. I'm catching a fish while I'm talking to you. So what you guys just witnessed was what is known as eliminating water.